Welcome back to It's Your Call's Focus on Women. The reason we're talking about this, it is National Women's Month. So we want to talk about some issues that are of importance to women of all ages, all races, no matter what ethnicity you are, no matter how much money you make. These issues are of concern to each and every one of us. So we're trying to spotlight a couple of them. Today we're talking about gender equality. I have a great group of women here to kind of espouse their knowledge on that. And we're talking about the importance of voting and how that actually can influence changes for the better. And that's what we're all here for. Everybody wants things to be a little bit better. And talking about voting and why women are not really active. Is it because they're too busy? Is it because they have so many responsibilities at home? Or has politics just gotten so dirty that women just don't want any part of it?
It's not a priority. We didn't grow up. I mean, I think MTV's Rock the Vote was the first time I actually started caring about voting. I think it's just like you care about sports, you care about college, you care about, what you're going to do on Friday night, but you don't care about your ballot.
It'd be interesting to see if we could vote at the, click of a mouse, if more young people particularly would get involved in the whole process, because their whole lives are right on their,
look how much
iPhone.
their electronics.
Yeah, Facebook played a huge part in the last presidential election, and Ustream and all of these resources, which is why I'm always baffled. If you care about childcare, if you care about healthcare, you have this great vast informational tool called the World Wide Web. You just have to look up what your candidate's beliefs are. All the policies are up there for you, and then you pick and choose. It's not too difficult.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes it is. The thing I hear from people, and I just said before that I'm all the time saying to people, you have to get out there and vote. And what I hear back is, I don't like anybody. I don't like the candidates that are out there. You've been part of the political process.
Yes,
I mean, when it's the lesser of two evils, you can see why an entire generation stays home.
But it's really sad because, when every vote counts, I actually think what we have to do, and we can do it with our numbers, is to change the rules of politics. Because it is true that campaigns have gotten so nasty, and you don't know what to believe anymore in terms of some of the ads and the things that people say and their attacks that go unanswered. But I think if we could change the culture of politics, more women would run and more women would win. And it's like we need to change the culture of other professions too, because that is what is keeping women back in many cases.
Yeah, we've always tried to advocate on this show that women should be advocates for each other and not look at other women as the enemy. And it's great to see a generation like Ashley's coming up with that attitude, because I know, in our experience that there have been times that women have treated other women as the enemy instead of a collaborative effort.
And it's really important that we inspire young women early on to understand the rights and responsibilities of citizenship, that voting is part of that. Being involved in the political process is part of that. One of the things the Pennsylvania Conference for Women does is have a young women's track, and we have maybe about 500 young women that we scholarship in, and we have a track just for that, to inspire them, to really give them the tools to go on in life and be successful, because really young women and young people in general are our leaders. That's our future right there. Yeah. So if we don't inspire them now, we're going to miss the boat, and that's terribly important for men and for women.
So I'm going to go back a little bit below that age group too. One of the things we've done is to create an educator's guide for middle school students. It's for teachers in middle schools to use for girls and boys to help them understand gender differences, and so that they have more of a mutual respect. And if we could accomplish that, those people in middle school now will be voting in 2020.
Boy, I'll tell you, you used a key word there, and that is respect. We have to teach the boys of the audience as well, that they need to respect women, because that's one thing. We have to respect ourselves, but then they have to come up respecting us.
And their
as well.
role model is the situation from the Jersey Shore.
Yeah,
so it's not looking, we have a lot of work. I think, forget MTV's Rock the Vote, I want to do a women's Rock the Vote.
Okay.
Can we organize that?
Well, hey,
get
we'll
some
get
bands,
these ladies on it.
I like it.
I like it too. See, we got to come up with an idea. Ladies, thank you so much for being here to kick off National Women's Women's Month.
Thank
I
you.
really
Thank
appreciate it.
Thanks,
And
Lynn.
everything that you do for all the women out there, we certainly appreciate it. And thank you so much. If you'd like to tell us what you think, you can email me. Also, join us next time when we talk about women as leaders. That's the next time on It's Your Call. See you then.